travels at a rate of about 670 million miles per hour. Benjamin Franklin first discovered this in 1752 with his famous kite experiment. The basic components of this are voltage, amperage, and resistance. You guessed it, it's electricity. Electricity is used to power our everyday appliances at home. However, not many people know the dangers and hazards that come with it. As an electrician, I now know the hazards that come with working with electrical circuits. So today I want to talk about the three main hazards of electricity, which are electrical shock, electrical fires, and electrical explosions. First, I want to start off with shock. So anytime when the body comes in direct contact with electricity, it is considered an electrical shock. However, there are levels of severity to this. Some may feel like a weird tingling feeling in your body, but others may lead to serious injury or even death. The British journal Nature explains the first human fatality to ever occur of electricity. This particular article is July 13th, 1913, and is titled Death by Electrical Currents and Lightning. The article states, quote, in 1879, a stage carpenter was killed at Lyons by the alternating current of a Siemens dynamo 150 volts at the time. The man became insensible at once and died in 20 minutes. Artificial respiration was not applied. End quote. This article reveals the fatal effects of electricity. When working on electrical circuits, it is recommended to always have one other person there with you in case of electrical shock. So, having talked about electrical shocks, I want to move next to electrical fires. So, the main cause for electrical fires is either old or faulty outlets in your house. Another cause for electrical fires is when the wire is not rated for the current draw from the circuit breaker. So, for an example, when installing a wire for a circuit breaker, the wire must be able to handle the current from the circuit or the source. Otherwise, this will result in the wire to overheat and eventually cause a house fire. The National Fire Protection 70E Standard for Electrical Safety in the Workplace, or NFPA for short, is ultimately the source for safeguarding against this particular hazard. The NEC, or National Electrical Code, is published by the NFPA. It's a book that addresses the electrical practices and presents the best way to mitigate these hazards. Lastly, I want to talk about explosions from electricity. So, electricity can sometimes jump from one wire to another or from one wire to ground. This results in an arc flash. Arc flashes can reach temperatures up to 35,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hotter than the surface of the sun. And it often results in arc blast. An arc blast is the pressure wave caused by the arc flash, and the wave can propel nearby objects at speeds up to 984 feet per second. And it also has a sound magnitude of 140 decibels. According to a report in Industrial Safety and Hygiene News, there are up to 10 arc flashes that occur each day in the US. One of these causes is the lack of preventative maintenance. An example of preventive maintenance might mean to clean out dust and debris. If you don't, this could result in an arc flash. So, in closing, working on electrical circuits or coming into contact with electricity comes with serious hazards. Electrical shocks can be anywhere from a feeling to death. Electrical fires usually start with old or faulty outlets. and electrical explosions can result in extremely high temperatures and magnitude. So I hope you learned as much as I did with the hazards of electricity.